Hey everybody, today we're going to show you some of the best places to farm coal here in Palworld. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So our first location is going to be found here just south of the first snowy biome that you encounter here on the map. You can see we're just south of the tower, the Free Pal Alliance. And right down here where we have our pickaxe marker, you can see on this mountaintop is where you're going to want to head, as we're going to have 6 nodes of coal that are up here. This is a really incredible spot to not only build a base because we are on top of a mountain with an incredible view, but you also have 8 ore nodes up here. So it's a really good spot not only for a regular base, but if you want to put your second or third PAL box up here, you're able to get coal as well as ore in the exact same spot. So a really good spot for mining and farming coal and ore here. Our second location is going to be southeast of that same snowy biome. We're also really close to a fast travel, the sealed realm of the Swift, but just south of that fast travel right here where we have our pickaxe marker, you guys can see up on this hill, we're going to have another 6 coal nodes as well as an iron or ore node right next to it. This is another really good spot because again, we're on top of a mountain, so you're pretty safe aside from the random pals that will spawn up here. But not only do you have coal, but just around the corner over here on this ledge, you're going to have another section of just regular ore. So another good spot if you're looking to get coal and ore in the same area for a second or third PAL box. Our third location is going to be found in this smaller desert biome here where you're able to find the Anubis boss that you can see here on your screen. If you head just southeast where we have this marker up on this rock formation, you're going to find a couple more coal nodes. There's actually 6 up here. There's 3 on the, or 4 on the main platform. There's 1 up here above, and then again, 1 down here below. Down here on the ground, you just have rock. It may look from like coal from up above, but it's rock down there. But you've got 6 more that are up on this hill. A really good spot for a PAL box is I don't believe you can get raided up here, as there's not any quick easy way to get on top of this thing. So I wouldn't recommend building a crazy base here, as there's not a whole lot of room. But again, another good spot to come out here and grab some coal. Our fourth location is going to be found in that same desert region. And this one is actually located directly behind the Anubis boss. And when I say directly, I mean directly. You guys can see we're going to be right on top of the Anubis statue that's out here, which is a pretty cool spot. Up here on the rocks, you're going to have another 6 coal nodes. They're not all on the same level. As you can see, you got to drop down for one of them over here and climb up for a couple of them. But nonetheless, there's 6 here. Pretty cool spot to build a base if you want to do something fairly small and multi-level, as well as incorporate the Anubis statue. But if you're just looking to get yourself some coal, this is another pretty decent spot to farm. Our next location is pretty close to the same spot. This time we're going to be just west of the Anubis boss. Now this one is a little bit easier to get to, as you guys can see right here in front of the Anubis statue over here on this rock platform. We're going to have 6 more coal nodes, as well as the 7th one down here by the rocks. However, this one is a little bit more difficult, as you're obviously going to have some soldiers, the syndicate camp that's nearby, fighting pals. Generally that'll happen right back over here by the trees. You've also got a bunch of random pals that spawn in the area, and Anubis right over here, and is extremely difficult to defend from raids, as they can come from pretty much any direction. So they're all really close together, easy to get to if you want to put a second or third PAL box up here and just come out here occasionally to get coal. It's a pretty good spot to do so since it's all really close by. But this is going to be our next location. Our next location is found out in the desert biome on the far northern side of the map. You guys can see we're going to be located just northeast of the dune shelter on this mountaintop here. Once you make your way over here, I actually really like this spot. There's not any room whatsoever to make a legitimate base out here, but if you want to use your second or third PAL box, there's a small little cliff. You can throw your PAL box right in the middle, and you've got 6 nodes that are pretty parallel next to each other here, and a really simple spot to come out here if you've got enough gear to be able to survive the heat and get yourself some coal. Again, you'll be safe out here for the most part. I don't even think you can get raided from up here, which is pretty nice. So again, really good spot to get yourself some coal in game. Our 7th location is going to be found just south of that snowy biome in the middle of the map, and we're actually just to the east of the sealed realm of the Guardian fast travel. If you come right over here on our marker on top of this mountain, you guys can see we're gonna have a lot of trees, but in this small area we have 6 more coal nodes that are all really close to each other. It's a decent sized mountain up here. If you're looking to build a legitimate base, you do have room, and it is an incredible view up here, as you guys can see as we look around. I believe if you get raided, they can only come from one direction, as this back side of the mountain does appear to drop off. So you should be fine from this side. Don't want to guarantee that. But again, pretty decent spot if you're looking to farm some coal. The 8th location is again on the far northern side of the map, this one in the desert biome, and this is going to be again northeast of the dune shelter. I believe our last location up here was on the southeastern side of the mountain. This time we're going to head to the northeastern side of the mountain. If you guys can see exactly where our marker is here, and we'll fly up to kind of show you guys, it's literally on the back side of this mountain on this little drop off. Pretty big area, really good spot to build a legitimate base if you want to go crazy out here. There is plenty of room up here, especially if you take out all of the trees in the area. But right over here on the side is going to be 6 more coal nodes that you can come out here and set up a POW box to farm for. Our next location is also going to be out in the desert biome just north of the dune shelter fast travel. This time on this giant mountain, we're going to be on the very top on the western side, right here where we have our marker. And once you make your way up here, it is a little bit dark, but on this mountain, there's not a whole lot going on except for the trees. But you do have 8 coal nodes up here that are all pretty close together. All 8 of these that you guys can see on the screen are all coal. The only downside about this location are there are some high-level POWs that spawn out here. If you are looking to build an actual base, it's super easy to get raided as they can pretty much come from any direction. But again, there are 8 coal nodes up here, so if you're looking to get a lot at one time, this is going to be a good spot to go to. But these are 9 of the best places to farm coal here in POW World. Hopefully this video helps some of you guys out. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.